going on, everyone? It's Ben here from the Intraday Investors, and today I'm going to be going over this Netflix trade. Alright, so looking at this trade on Netflix, we're going to be looking at the Thursday price action from the previous day to where I took the trade. Now, Netflix comes down to this 438 level. We get the bounce, we get underneath, we come up and retest it again, and then the rest of the day we're getting this support and resistance zone here at 438. So coming into the next morning, Friday morning, where I took the trade, either the play was going to be over this pre-market high here on Netflix at 444.50, or it was going to be under this 438 level on Netflix. Now, I wasn't really paying too much attention to Netflix like earlier on in the morning. I really just started to notice it because it hit one of my alerts at 438 at around 11 o'clock. So we were getting under 438, and I was actually considering taking the short because we were getting really tight, but then it bounced up towards VWAP and started to consolidate again, but on lower volume. So it was forming this really nice triangle pattern, which is the trade that I was waiting for since 11 o'clock after we bounced. It was getting tighter and tighter. I was like, okay, this trade's either going to go either way. We might get the pattern low, so we might break that 438 level again and get a really nice flat bottom triangle break, or we're going to break to the upside on it. Now, if we're looking at the volume here, so like what I was saying, the volume throughout the day is pretty much decreasing all day. And so starting at 11 o'clock, the volume is really, really low. And then once we break out at 12, the volume picks up. Now, it doesn't pick up tremendously just because it was a really low volume day on Friday and there wasn't doing a ton of volume on basically any of the stocks. But that's something that I like to look for a lot when I'm taking trades like this. When there's a really tight pattern consolidation, I really want to see volume on the breakout because that's going to better our chances of it being a better trade for us and moving in our favor. So once Netflix broke out of this pattern, 439.50, I didn't enter yet. I wanted to enter over 440 where VWAP was because my thought was that if VWAP is really close to this triangle breakout, okay, so if we come up to VWAP and reject, we're probably just going to come back into the triangle, maybe consolidate a little bit more, and then maybe break lower if we're holding underneath the VWAP, which we pretty much were for the whole day. So you can see this purple line here is the middle VWAP I've got. So Netflix is pretty much trending underneath VWAP all day. All right, so it's showing relative weakness. So that was why I was thinking okay, if this thing breaks, if this thing stays underneath the VWAP, it's probably going to continue lower. But if we break above VWAP, it's probably going to show a change in direction. We're probably going to get that strength move, especially with that consolidation break in the high volume. So above 440 is where I bought my first contract. Or I bought two contracts, sorry. I bought two of the 440 calls at $2.15 each. So I had about a $430 position size on this specific trade. Now, as we were breaking higher and higher, over 441, 442, I took a contract off just to lock in some profits. Now, trades like this, I really like to scale out initially just to lock in some profits so that if stock does come back against me, I can create a risk-free trade. So if I do scale out a contract, I could just move my stop to where my entry is at 440. And then it'll just be a risk-free trade. I'll make profit on it guaranteed. So as we're breaking above 442, I'm just holding my contract until I start to see weakness. Now, it did start to show some kind of weakness at 444, which is where that pre-market level was that I was talking to you guys about earlier. So we reject that pre-market level, and we got under 444. Now, I did have the Friday premium, so if it was going to start to consolidate here, my premiums may have gotten chopped up, so I just took it off. And then I started to walk away from my computer. I was really happy with the trade. I did a little review on it, and I was done. So I did miss out on a much bigger move later on in the day over 448 and obviously over this level 445 because it does make that move to 448. But what's important is that I executed on a trade that's in my playbook. Now, I have a couple different setups that I go to every morning, and today I was really happy with the way I traded this because I sat at my desk for an hour waiting for this thing to break. I was being very, very patient with the breakout. So that's something that I've been doing really well recently is taking solid setups and just only the setups that I've nailed in my playbook. That's kind of what I'm trying to hone in on right now. So other things I wanted to talk about. So what I think I could have done better on this trade. Now, I'm trying to focus a little bit on scaling in and then adding more to my position. So right here at 440, I go in with two contracts. Maybe only next time I go in with one. On a specific setup like this, I go in with one, and then I continuously add as it's making new highs. and then once we show that weakness, I start to scale off. I just want to be able to hold my core position longer, which is something that I haven't been able to do in the past, but I've been really getting better at now. Is I'm trading the chart more, I'm trading the price action, I'm understanding where the buyers and sellers are on level 2. If you guys didn't watch my level 2 video on YouTube earlier, you guys should watch that. It's really, really good. It's going to help you. So on this specific trade, there were a couple sellers at 441, so they were trying to keep the price down, but they did end up breaking. So I was also watching the tape there, the level 2 and the time and sales. So, you know, I just like this setup was just really, really good. It was actually probably my best trade all week. And you know, it's just something that I've got to be able to capitalize on every week. So I'm gonna put this setup in my playbook. I'm gonna review it, and then going into the fresh start on Monday, we're gonna look for more setups like this. I know this is kind of a quick video, but I like doing little trade recaps like this. You know, going over my emotions and how I was, how I mentally was during the trade. Now, this week has been a really, really good week for me. I feel like I've made a lot of improvement in just this week. I've been doing my daily journals every day. I do playbook reviews, and I'll do my trade recaps. And then I do those level 2 reviews. Just last week, I did a level 2 review with Dev and a bunch of other guys in our group chat, and it was a great review session. So we're looking forward to doing that. We're probably going to do it again. We did record the session. My friend Brandon recorded the session, so I am going to upload that soon. I just got to edit it, and I'll upload that video here so you guys can watch that level 2 video. But you know, if you guys enjoyed, there's a quick Netflix recap like this, just give the video a like, and then I'll make sure to make more videos like this. So